in college football. And even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans. The Trojans will kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Washington Huskies return team will have that offense backed up. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we're talking a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pound.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Trojans! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Going up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've...
Afterburners coming. More than move the chains, they'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Rogers. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
gets it out fast. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, USC! What a catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped it.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Washington wants to go quickly. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to the run. At the 45 on its way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. After the run, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a fifth, but they can't move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll fire. Looking to take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Trying the left side. At the 20, he's got space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finish.
Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to trust.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Set to advance on the football. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? To the air, it's Rodgers. Wiggles free. Complete to the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Lane. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the ground from the back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
The Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give as they work on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little more.
Washington, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he runs out of bounds with the interception.